Hello everybody, this is the July 5th, 2018 edition of the Ephrom Josine Show. I am your host, Ephrom Josine. I'd like to remind you all that starting with episode 51, the show, Ephrom Josine Show, will no longer be hosted on the Ephrom Josine YouTube channel. Instead, it will be hosted on the Ephrom Report. Link will be in the description. If you would like to become a columnist or even a video producer for the Ephrom Report, just hit me up and maybe I'll even accept you. Who knows? We're always looking for new talent. But anyway, let's talk about the news now. First off, Donald Trump's EPA head, Scott Pruitt, resigned today. Honestly, I'm fine with this. Now, of course, it's been well established that literally everyone who's even mildly involved with the Donald Trump administration is going to leave it very, very soon. In fact, most of them already have. I recall when Tillerson left, I was immediately thinking, maybe Pruitt should have left first. I'd have personally preferred if DeVos left first. I think she's far worse. If only because the role she's in is actively hurting younger people. However, Pruitt's still a good step forward. Honestly, Scott Pruitt was just a shill. He was the head of the EPA and did not believe in climate change. How is that possible? And he, of course, got a whole bunch of money from oil and gas lobbies. Because, of course, he did. He's Scott Pruitt. What I'm getting at is, I don't very much care for Scott Pruitt. However, that is not the biggest news. The biggest news comes from Alex Jones from InfoWars, as he said in a show on July 1st that on July 4th, Democrats would officially declare a second civil war. The first thing I'd like to note is that Alex Jones has an absolutely awesome beard now. I just felt the need to note that. But for that matter, can I ask, what is Republicans' obsession with starting a second civil war? Or, I'm sorry, that liberals are starting it. I mean, Dinesh D'Souza is releasing a new movie in less than a month, comparing Donald Trump to Abraham Lincoln, for God's sake. Could it just be fear-mongering in an election year to make sure they stay in power? Nah, that's too easy. I don't know about you, but, seeing some random woman on a university campus say she hates all men really made me support supply-side economics. But for that matter, Alex has evidence of this. You see, Michael Moore, the still very relevant person, by the way. I mean, I'm around liberal circles all the time, and we're just like, yeah, Michael Moore this, Michael Moore that. As if he's been relevant at any point since 2010 and hasn't just been going on a I'm relevant again tour. And I don't even hate Michael Moore. I think he's occasionally funny and like every once in a while makes an okay point, but he's not like a big figurehead like he used to be, Alex, but okay. But he said he was going to surround the Capitol for the Supreme Court justice if Donald Trump appoints someone, which is just peaceful protesting, which is perfectly legal, but okay. However, luckily for Alex Jones, who, on a side note, does his Independence Day special on July 5th, I just figured that should be noted. This one actually did happen. You see, yesterday, the three most powerful leftists in America, Michael Moore, who as we already established is still very relevant, Sean Penn, and Captain Planet, not plagiarizing anyone, by the way, with that, officially announced there's going to be a second civil war. I have it right here on my laptop. I'm not reading any of it, but I have it right here. Okay, this is how I cite things like a real person. As such, I would like to create a new and totally reoccurring segment on my show. And that is the Second Civil War, which is going to happen. I mean, if Republicans talk about it enough, it has to eventually happen, right? That's just how it works. The first victim of the Second Civil War is actor James Woods. Recently, his talent agent, a man named Ken Kaplan, messaged him this. It's the 4th of July and I'm feeling patriotic. I don't want to represent you anymore. I mean, I could go on a rant, but you know what I'd say. Because James Woods really needs his agent for his star-studded career of doing a Family Guy episode once every half-decade. And of course, James Woods, being the mature adult that he is, posted a screenshot of it on Twitter saying, "So this email from my agent, in quotes, a political liberal today." You know, I don't know about you, but I'm honestly kind of sick of these Hollywood elite conservatives who think they're entitled to agents. You know, they need... Why can't they just work for an agent like everybody else? You know, I think it'd be proper to end the segment, though, on the Civil War. On other times, Alex Jones predicted the Civil War. 1 week ago, America is now in a civil war. Confirmed, leftists will launch a civil war in America. 2018, Civil War in America. The coming Civil War will be a three-front battle. Left preparing to plunge America in the Second Civil War. Oh, that one's from a year ago, not a week ago. Video, left trains for American Civil War. Get ready for Civil War. Yeah, he's been predicting this for a while. But it's gonna happen one day. I'm Ephrom, and good night. See you all Monday.